Let me guess, your photos are blurry, noisy, or just not looking clean. And you're thinking, I need a better camera. I promise you this, it's probably not your camera. It's these settings and almost nobody explains them clearly. But today I'm going to show you the camera settings that quietly ruin your photos and how to fix them immediately. What's happening, fam? I'm Livingston Lee, and besides photography gear reviews, I help photographers actually understand their cameras without the techie nonsense. I've been doing this for 13 years now, mainly shooting weddings and corporate headshots. So if you've ever taken a photo and thought, why don't this look like what I saw with my eyes? This video is for you. Let's fix that right now. Let's start with ISO, because this one gets abused the most. ISO controls how sensitive your camera is to light. The higher it goes, the brighter the image, but also the noisier it gets. Here's the big mistake. People leave ISO on auto and never look at it again. Auto ISO isn't evil, but blind auto ISO is. If your camera jumps to ISO 6400 in broad daylight, your image quality is already compromised. But here's a quick fix. Use the lowest ISO you can for the light you're in. Set an ISO limit if you use auto ISO, and most camera manufacturers have this setting. And if indoors, expect higher ISO. And that's normal unless you're using off-camera lights. Noise is better than blur, but don't let the camera panic for you. Next is shutter speed. If your photos are blurry, 9 times out of 10, it's the shutter speed. Shutter speed controls how motion is frozen, both your subject and your hands. Here's a simple rule I've been using for years. I don't let my shutter speed drop below 1/125th of a second unless absolutely necessary. And yes, cameras have IBIS, also known as in-body image stabilization, and that's great. For example, my Sony a7 IV has about 5.5 stops of IBIS, and my Fuji X-H2S has around 7 stops. But none of that changes this fact. Sharp images come from light and shutter speed. IBIS helps, but it's not an excuse to shoot everything at 1/50th of a second. Can you do it? Sure. Is it wise? Absolutely not. Now, let's round this out with talking about aperture. More blur is not always better. Everyone wants to shoot wide open, f1.2, f1.4, and all that good stuff. And yeah, blurry backgrounds are cool, but shooting wide open doesn't automatically make your photos look better. Wide apertures reduce depth of field, making focusing and all of the other things you're trying to do harder. It exposes focusing mistakes instantly, and if your subject's eyes are soft, try stopping down. Try f2.8 or f4 or something like that, and suddenly everything looks more sharp. Sharp beats blurry every single time. Now, I will say f1.2 and f1.4 is the sweet spot if you're advanced and know how to control it. But take your time. Now, here's a simple starting point. If you want safe, reliable photos, try this. Aperture priority on manual, ISO on auto with a reasonable limit, and your aperture at f2 or f4. Your shutter speed should be fast enough to freeze motion, but don't forget the 1/125th rule. That alone will improve every photo you're taking. Trust me. So if this video helped you out, hit that subscribe button, because next week we're talking all about why buying a new camera isn't usually the answer. If you want to level up faster, understanding your settings will beat upgrading gear every single time. Trust me. See you in the next video. Peace.